Okay, guys. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a little different video format than I have been doing here. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to be doing a video that I'm gonna be just going through what the Armenian believes via the Atonement and the Calvinistic view of the Atonement. Believe it or not, they both believe in a limited atonement, and that atonement, the way they look at it, they don't realize that it is limited in the retrospect. They don't believe it's limited in the Calvinistic view because it's not. The Calvinistic view of limited atonement is very scriptural, biblical, and theologically sound. Now, let's start off with the Arminian view of the limited atonement. They will use John 3:16 to say that their atonement is universal or for the world. I went over John 3:16 in my last video. I'll direct you to that if you guys want to see it. And actually, John 3:16 is talking about the Calvinistic limited atonement in that sense. But the Arminian will admit that not everyone will be saved. Now, if not everyone will be saved via the cross, or via their free will in the Arminian view, in fact it would. The limited atonement is limited in all aspects of Scripture. The Arminian will admit that the atonement is not limited in the way the Calvinists think of it as being limited to only the elect. That Christ died for only the elect. The Arminian says Christ died for the world, but not everyone will come to the cross via their free will. Here's the thing: the via the free will is not even scriptural either. The free will. And so, if we look at the Calvinistic side, we see that God has predestined those to come to salvation via His Son's death on Calvary on the cross. Therefore, the death of His Son is limited to those who have been predestined and preordained by God to come to the cross of Calvary. So, the limited atonement of the Arminians is not even biblical limited atonement, neither is it biblical if it's a full atonement. So therefore the Calvinistic view of limited atonement, as I will show throughout this series on limited atonement, is biblical, theologically sound doctrine, which shall be held to full-heartedly in many aspects. The next video after this I'm going to come out with is going to be discussing John 15:16. And that's going to be discussing that we cannot choose God in aspects of salvation. In any aspects, actually. And that will show, that is also going to be used to show a limited atonement. So I look forward to making that video, and I hope you guys have fun watching this one. God bless.